Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. So in this video we will give a quick short for learning what is gaining and sacrificing ratio. So these are just simple concepts for sacrificing calculation of sacrificing and gaining ratio. Before beginning, let me tell you, I'll define you what is sacrificing ratio and what is gaining ratio. In what scenarios the sacrificing ratio is calculated in, and in what scenario gaining ratio would be calculated, right? So before beginning, let me tell you, this video is also kind of important from UGC net point of view, since the question can be asked amongst these two ratio as well. So let us now begin and understand what these ratios are and how these ratios are calculated. So yeah, so for first I have taken as gaining ratio. See, what is gaining ratio? Let us understand it in basic and then we'll read it whatever is written on the PPT, right? See, gain, one or the other partner would gain if the existing partner or any of the partner leaves the organization. So the existing partners or the remaining partners would gain eventually. Suppose, let me give you an example in general terms. Suppose there are three partners A, B and C. Suppose they share the profit in the ratio 1:1:1 equally, right? And suppose C, due to some of the reasons, like you can say there might be a fight between A, B and C. So C decides to basically leaves the organization, right? So when C would leave the organization, C's share would be basically gained by A and B in some ratio, any of the ratio, right? So this ratio would be gaining ratio, right? Let us now read what have been written in this paper. See, it says in the event of retirement or death or any of the dispute, you can say basically, what happens is the partner leaves the organization, due to which the remaining partners will gain, right? Remaining partners would gain because the existing partner would leave the organization in this term of profit share, in this term of profit sharing ratio. In other words, when a partner retires, remaining partner distribute the share of outgoing partner amongst themselves. So obviously they will gain. So the gaining ratio would be new ratio minus old ratio, right? There is a problem in my laptop, I guess. Sorry for the obstacle in between. Yeah, so for example, I have taken an example. There are three partners, Ria, Sia and Tia. So these share the profit in the ratio 5:3:2. Sia retires. Then Sia retires from the firm. Ria and Tia decides to share the profit and losses in the ratio 3:2. So we have to calculate the gaining ratio of Ria and Tia. When we have to calculate the gaining ratio for Ria and Tia, so gaining ratio would be calculated as the new ratio minus old ratio. So old ratio was 5:3:2 and the new ratio is 3:2, right? So Ria's new share is 3/5 and Ria's old share was 5/10, right? So Ria's gain would be 3/5, that is her new share, minus her old share, that is 5/10. So this is Ria's gain, that is 1/10, right? What would be Tia's new share? It would be 2/5 and Tia's old share is 2/10. So Tia's gain would be new ratio, that is 2/5 minus 2/10, that is her old ratio, old share. So Tia's gain would be 2/10, right? So Ria will gain 1/10 of the share and Tia will gain 2/10 of the share. So the gaining ratio would be 1:2, right? So that is how we calculate the gaining ratio. Let us now move to the next example and understand what is sacrificing ratio. See, sacrifice would be the scenario when a new partner is admitted in the firm or organization. Suppose there were two partners A and B. They were sharing the profits in the ratio 1:1. Suppose C is also admitted for some share. Like suppose C says I would be admitted to the organization for some share. So A and B would sacrifice some of their share in favor of C, right? So that would be the sacrificing ratio we would calculate for A and B, right? Let us read what it says. At the time of admission of a new partner, I mentioned already, due to the admission of a partner, the old or the existing partners sacrifice some of their shares in the favor of new or incoming partner. There's some problem in my pen, I'm so sorry. So from now I'm not doing any of the marking because my pen is not accepting the command. So yeah, I'm here only incoming partner. This is the share. This share may be sacrificed by all or some of the old partners in the agreed ratio, which is called sacrificing ratio, right? So the sacrificing ratio would be old ratio minus new ratio. I'm sorry, I'm not marking it again and again. There's a problem in my pen I'm facing right now. So yeah, so it says sacrificing ratio would be old ratio minus new ratio. So let us read the example, which says there are two partners, Ram and Shyam, which shares the profit in the ratio 3:2. They admitted Mohan for 1/5 share, right? So this 1/5 share for Mohan is admitted. New profit sharing ratio amongst Ram, Shyam and Mohan now will be 5:3:2. We have to calculate the sacrificing ratio. So sacrificing ratio we all know is the old ratio minus new ratio. We have been given the new ratio and we have been given the old ratio, right? So we have to just calculate the sacrificing ratio. So Ram's old share is mentioned here and Ram's new share is also mentioned here, right? So we have to just calculate Ram's sacrifice. Ram's sacrifice would be Ram's old share minus Ram's new share. That would be 1:1/10. And Shyam's new old share is 2/5 and Shyam's new share is 3/10, right? As we can say here. So yeah, so Shyam's sacrifice would be 2/5 minus his new one, which is 3/10. So he will also sacrifice 1/10. Both will sacrifice 1/10 and 1/10 of their share in favor of Mohan, right? So the sacrificing ratio amongst Ram and Shyam would be 1:1. It's as simple as that. So basically what we have learned through this video is what is gaining ratio and what is sacrificing ratio, right? We have learned how gaining and sacrificing ratio is used in the different scenarios. Like sacrificing ratio is used in the case of admission of a new partner. In the case of like retirement or death, the gaining ratio is used. And how we have to calculate the gaining ratio? Gaining ratio is calculated as new ratio minus old ratio, and sacrificing ratio is calculated as old ratio minus new ratio. I hope it is clear. By any chance, if you have any of the doubt in these both ratio, you can comment below and ask your doubt. Sorry for the obstacle in between because my pen was not working. I was not able to write it, but I have explained the examples thoroughly. Just in case, again, if you face any of the problems, please ask in the comment section. So I hope you get the video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Also, if you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.